Let me ask you a question about the A's. Khris Davis and Yonder Alonso, a couple of guys there in that lineup. 17 homers for Davis, 16 for Alonso. They're two of the top home run hitters in all of Major League Baseball, and yet the A's have the worst record in the American League. Why can't they convert some of those power shots and home runs into wins?
Because their pitching isn't any good. And so, you can hit, and I'm sure we're going to talk about the Astros in a second, so forget everything I'm saying in another 2 minutes, but you can hit all the home runs in the world and still lose a lot of baseball games. I was looking at a lot of the box scores just from recent games that the A's have played, and their pitchers are not going even close to 6 innings in many cases. So you have them, giving up 7 runs in 3 innings and two and a third, whatever it is. So the starting rotation is not performing very consistently. And so that puts all the onus on the bullpen, and you can't sustain that. You can't have the bullpen absorbing, 5-6 innings every single night. It just creates chaos. It creates a lot of very tired arms. And so you mount they're giving up all these runs. And if you mount comebacks late in the game, that's fine. You fall short here and there, but again, over a 162 game period, it's not sustainable without good solid pitching, and so they really have no chance in the long term.
And yet, the guy that's considered the ace of their staff, Sonny Gray, is reportedly available for a trade. Are we going to see the same with Davis or Alonso, or what are their plans with those two guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say at this point, but what the A's have to do is kind of reinvent themselves every year. They develop a lot of young talent, and then they, bring them up, and then they have to constantly be aggressive at the trade deadline just in case they can replenish in an area, because they're going to do it on a budget that's not going to be competitive with many other teams, at least not until they can get a new stadium and a fan base that comes out to the game. So yeah, they're in a situation where you can't definitively say with them like they're going to stand pat. And, they probably don't even know coming up to the deadline. But if they have a deal that sounds good to them, they're going to, they usually pounce on those to make sure that the carousel of young talent continues up through their minor league system.